Are you
Okay.
recording? Are you recording?
I'm recording, yeah.
Okay, good. So
Yeah.
we'll start now.
Okay.
This
All
is
right.
the time to-
For real. Yeah.
Hey, this is due to underwhelming demand.
Back after Christmas.
Back.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Can I
It's-
still say that? It's the 14th today.
No,
that
you
this
cannot.
comes out.
No, you shouldn't.
Nope.
But I will point
I
out
haven't
that
seen
this,
anybody or talked to anybody for a while, so
Yes.
It's your problem.
Yeah, that's your problem. I will point out that this is the New Year's resolution of podcasts. So
Oh.
if your resolution was to start listening, welcome. And we thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the first 5 minutes and then giving up on it,
Yeah, well,
like
maybe.
your
And-
other resolutions.
And perhaps, if your resolution was to stop listening, we also understand, and you're not hearing this anyway, so piss off.
yeah. yeah.
And,
Or conversely,
But if you're
thanks
here,
for coming back.
We're not
or,
talking
or,
to you.
or thanks for coming back. Whatever
Sure.
works. Whatever works for you. We are Dave, Rachel, and Forman, and this fabulous, high-quality podcast is brought to you by Calves for a Cause.
Yes,
It's
they're
back.
back.
It's back.
Yes,
Calves for
it'll
a
be
Cause.
April 2nd at the Canadian Dairy Expo, once again in Stratford, raising money for the Children's Health Foundation, benefiting the London Children's Hospital. So
Awesome.
anyone throughout Western Ontario, Southern Ontario, Northern Ontario, that's your children's hospital for
That's
sure.
the place.
And
Calves for a Cause has been advertising with us for a few years now. Daryl and Sarah Marcus started this because their son was at Children's Hospital and they wanted to give back. And so far, Daryl says they have raised $150,000 in total over all of the years so far.
So they sell calves and take no commission because all that money goes to Children's Hospital.
That's
And
amazing.
great.
They just
That's
had
awesome.
an update last week saying that they are currently working hard to assemble this year's Calves for a Cause lineup, and an extremely exciting group of heifers is starting to come together.
Wow.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Great.
That's all. I don't think we need to know anymore.
Well, if you have
That's
a
all I
high-end
need.
show calf or a genomic giant that you're willing to consign,
Yes.
please
Oh.
do not hesitate to reach out to Calves for a Cause. Look them up on Instagram or Facebook.
Apparently,
Okay.
there was more. Well, thank you.
There was
Thank you for
there
it.
was more. Okay.
Yeah, there was more. Thank
Calves
you.
for a Cause. Thank you very
yeah.
much.
Calves for a Cause.
Yeah.
Okay.
How were your
well,
vacations? I haven't seen you guys or talked to. How was your Christmases? How were your
good.
Christmases?
Yeah, really good.
New Year's.
lovely.
Good.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, some nice time off. Over in the period between when we last recorded a podcast and we are now recording this, my youngest daughter, and I have two. I have so many kids, I can't keep track. So many.
Not that many.
Well,
Not
one's
that
about
many.
our
It's 3.
age, and the other is what?
Yeah, just turned legally an adult. 18. I have
3 adult children now.
18-year-old.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow,
She
happy
was
birthday.
probably so excited.
I think. I mean, her birthday was
19's bigger, I know.
Yeah. Well, at one point, I recall 3 or 4 months ago when she said, "Can we go to Montreal for my 18th birthday?" I'm like, "No, we're not taking you to Montreal. I don't. And that's not happening. I mean, it's not."
Right.
How about
But-
just Gatineau, where I spent mine?
Yes. Well,
Did
there
you?
you go.
I bet you
could
did.
do
Yeah.
that.
That's
You
where,
could
if
do
you're
that.
in Eastern Ontario, everyone's just going to Hull and
Look,
going to
I
the
will-
gas
I will-
station
Quebec.
getting beer.
I will tell you, we took her and her friend to Mexico last March break, and all they do in Mexico is look at the year of birth on your passport. They don't really care when or who you are or anything. They just look at the year. So she got the adult bracelet when we went.
Oh, they don't care about the month.
Well, wait, because
No.
do you have to be
No.
16? How old do you have to be
18 in Mexico. It's 18 in Mexico. So she got.
Oh, but
she
you
got,
went. It
and
was the
her
same
friend-
year. But
Yeah,
she's
her-
at the end of the year. I see.
was
Yeah,
last winter,
her,
Okay,
her
right.
birthday is at the end of the year, and her friend's is in September of the year. So her friend
Okay.
didn't get one, but she did. After I believe the first night or the second afternoon, I think 3 or 4 bars at the resort were on to them. Yeah, you can have one. You got to stop ordering for the other one.
You can't give it to her.
Yes.
boy.
They catch you on that.
Okay.
So anyway, long story short, when you're 18, you're an adult, and
Yes.
the first. It was funny because
Who's she gonna vote for this
yeah,
year?
exactly. That's
She
what I
can
said.
vote. She can buy
on her-
lottery tickets.
on her
Pretty
birthday-
soon.
On her birthday, I
Yeah,
said, "Hey,
really.
happy birthday! You can vote now."
That's important.
I don't really care, but
Well, she should care. It's a very important thing.
No, it's an
Very important
thing. And
privilege.
I think she does care, but
Yeah.
I mean, it
When
was
you're 18, I get it.
It was early on her birthday morning, and that's
Okay.
probably not
Dad was
what
up
you
in her
wanted.
grill.
Yeah, not what you wanted to hear from her dad.
No, but Charlotte, you get to pick our next governor. Come on.
Governor.
Oh, stop with that nonsense. That's
Yeah.
right. The Gulf of America. Can
Oh
we
my
please
God.
stop?
Can you
Can we-
believe,
Can
like-
we just stop?
Now we're renaming bodies of water. Are you
Whatever.
serious? We don't
Anyway,
have bigger things
please
to think
stop
about.
paying attention to that nonsense. So
can't.
anyway, as it turns out, long story short, over Christmas we have very good friends, and we like to exchange with our friends experiences as gifts.
Yeah,
So,
good idea.
Yeah, so we each managed to give. I got together with my friend, the male friend, and we got our wives for Christmas a trip to Detroit. We know that both of our wives are huge Neil Diamond fans, and the Neil Diamond Broadway musical, which is called A Beautiful Noise, was playing at the Fisher Theater in downtown Detroit.
Didn't even know that was a show.
Let's go. We'll do that. We'll book a hotel. We'll get tickets to the show.
Cool.
We'll get 4 tickets and go.
That is-
by the way,
That is so good. So good.
so good, and that's what it's actually called. Look, the kid that does Neil Diamond, on this, and it's the Broadway touring show, won American Idol. I don't know his name. He was
You don't know his name.
No, well,
Not that I
just
watch
don't-
American
I just
Idol.
don't remember, but
Okay.
he sounded so much like, and looked and sounded like
Wow.
him. It was
Okay.
like going to see it. It was unbelievable.
Wow.
But we got, the night before, from our wives tickets to go see the Leafs play the Red Wings in Detroit. Now, we're Leaf fans. He's more hardcore Leaf than I am.
Okay.
And I've been to Scotiabank. I'm telling you right now, the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, hand over fist over, so much better.
There better be
And-
a hot and ready around every corner. I
Yeah,
swear
there
to
is. Oh, it's everywhere.
You know what? You
It's
are not the
everywhere
first
there.
person to tell me that in the last week.
Yeah, no,
Somebody
it's
else
great
told
there.
me that.
It's
And they went,
great
were you
there.
there New Year's Eve? Because I had friends that were there New Year's Eve.
No, I was there
Okay.
right after Christmas. Couple days.
Okay.
Well, it's
he
pretty
s-
much
he
a
said
brand
the
new
same-
arena. I mean,
It
every
is, and it's beautiful.
any new arena now is going to be miles above older ones for sure.
And the best part for me, well, maybe it's not the best part for you, Forman, but I lived in Windsor, so I already know this. And I lived in Windsor years and years ago when Detroit was lousy and Toronto were lousy. But whenever the Leafs play in Detroit, it's probably 60-40 Leaf Red Wing.
Oh yeah.
Because they all come in, and we ran into people on the highway. They're coming in from Toronto, people from Windsor. Windsor people love the Lions, don't so much love the Wings. You know what I mean?
Oh,
They're-
okay.
There was even the it was the coach of the Buffalo Sabres a couple of weeks ago was in a pregame
Yes,
interview, and he's like,
yes.
well, if we can score early and take the crowd out of it,
Yes,
blah blah
it's
blah.
the
It's like,
same
it's
thing
a
there.
home game.
It's a
but
home
it's against
game.
the Leafs.
And it's easier to get a ticket to a Buffalo
It
or
is
a
cheaper.
Detroit game, and slightly
Sure.
cheaper. So
Even with the exchange rate, it's cheaper.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was really a great experience to go over there and be a part of. Like, it was nutty, it was crazy. You got Leaf fans, it was fun. So that's our Christmas gift. Why am I bringing this up? Well,
Yeah, Charlotte turned
because-
18, and now here's
yes,
your Christmas gift.
because she has a job.
Okay, yes.
And she was included. So there was a ticket purchased for a Leaf game and a ticket purchased for a Neil Diamond play for her because,
She's included in the family.
She's included in the
She
family.
lives with you, yes.
And so we bought these tickets. Well, it turns out, and she was aware. She was one of the few people who was aware. She was the only person, I think, who was aware that these gifts were being given to everybody. Because Dad has said something to her. And Mom has said something to her and said, well, you got to have this date off and you got to have this date off.
Okay.
So she did her very best to get those dates off. And she managed to get the date off for the hockey game, but not the next day for the play. And so one day after Christmas, she's agonizing over this. And she had to work, and she can't get rid of this shift. Mm-hmm. So we finally, and one of the gifts that my wife, because she knew about the Toronto thing, didn't know about the other, one of the gifts she gave to Jana was some money, American money, to spend, because we're dragging you over there. We'll let you go to the mall. Mm-hmm. We'll give you some money. You can spend some money while we're over there. That was a Christmas gift for her. Anyways, a long story short, she's stressing she can't get rid of this shift. So we finally said, fine, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You'll be okay at home. You're 18. You're an adult. Mm-hmm. You can stay at home on your own.
Sure.
Oh.
And it also, as it turns out, $100, which we hadn't got yet, we just promised her the $100, would probably eat up the price of one ticket anyway once you factor in the exchange and everything else. So Charlotte stays home because she's 18.
Wow. She's home alone, and you're in a different country.
And we're in a different country. Now, we have Wi-Fi and all that stuff, and we FaceTimed her and everything else. So her first day alone at home as an adult.
Oh, God.
So we asked her what she worked, and then I think she worked early, and then she went to the mall and to meet one of her friends or whatever. And so anyway, we ended up FaceTiming her. I think we got, oh no, that was right. We went to the hockey game, and Jana got an email from our adult daughter saying, I got a tattoo.
I thought she threw a party, but that is so much worse.
Worse?
Is it?
Well,
Is it?
it's
she
more
was never gonna
permanent,
throw it.
I
She
guess.
she was never going to throw a party.
I thought you'd gone and she was going to,
No.
you came home and she'd thrown a
got
party
tattoo.
and that was her.
She now has a tattoo.
What?
It's a permanent reminder of turning 18, I guess.
What is it? How
I
big
guess
is
so.
it?
It's not
Where
big.
is it?
It's not big. It's like, and it's
That's
like,
not small.
6 inches?
No, but it's like this, and
Oh, it's long
just,
and thin.
It's
I can't hear your hand
it's
measurements.
2
Yeah, I
years.
can't hear your hand
It's-
measurements.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to hear my hand measurements.
Okay.
It's 2 years. The birth year of her mother and the birth year of her father, which are quite distant, as
Yes.
you well know.
Yes.
Different- yeah.
I bet you the tattoo artist had some questions about that.
Well, I don't know. She didn't say.
Perhaps
anyway,
not.
She didn't say.
Okay.
She's quite proud of her tattoo. It doesn't.
Well, that's very sweet, actually, that she got your birth
it's
years.
A very, it's very small.
Okay.
We're not neither her nor her father, that's me, or her mother are tattooed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I don't really get tattoos, but I'm older and I come from a different generation, so I understand that people do. But you guys are tattooless.
I'm
Which is
tattooless,
odd for
but
your
that's
age.
only
Yeah.
because my dad has a tattoo that he actually got when he was 18. And the story goes that he took his 16-year-old brother, and the two of them got matching tattoos, which they still have, and came home, and boy, did they get in trouble for taking the underage brother to the tattoo shop downtown Toronto, because that's where they lived, to get that done. But I'm not against tattoos. I just have never found one that I want to have forever.
I'm
But
not either.
I think her
I don't.
choice of your birth years is meaningful, and
Yeah, it
and
seems to
she
be,
won't
which is nice.
get sick of that. It's not like a butterfly
It's
that
nice,
means
but I-
nothing or something, right? It's not something that doesn't mean anything.
If and when your oldest daughter turns 18, and they will, the when part, that's stupid. The if part. The when your daughters turn 18 and the first thing they do is come home with a tattoo, what's your reaction?
Motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
I
you're
would
not-
probably be
not-
very
not-
silent for a bit, which might
yeah,
be
not
scary.
thrilled. not thrilled.
Not thrilled.
Not to
Not
say
thrilled.
that I did, look. It's over, and
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I don't really, it doesn't.
You're like,
but-
my baby's tattoo. Look at her
Yeah,
baby
yes,
skin. I know.
yes,
It's your body that used to live inside
Yes.
my body, but whatever.
Yeah.
All I did was make you in my womb and birth
Yeah.
you and
Now,
bring you
if
into the world.
If you
I
listen to this
made
podcast,
that
if you listen to
skin.
this podcast and you have tattoos, and I know lots of people who have tattoos, and I get it. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I get that a lot of people like them. You're probably going, "What's the big deal?" It's not a big deal, but it was a bit of a.
Well, it's
big
a,
deal.
it is kind of
Yeah,
a milestone, I think, when your
little-
baby does
yeah.
something so adult.
Yeah, that's
Right?
very adult.
I
Well,
don't think it's a
and by
bad
the way-
idea. I think it's I like tattoos. If you're into it, my worry with someone who is 18 getting a tattoo or somebody very young getting a tattoo is that are you going to
Don't get
like
the
that
wrong one.
forever?
Yeah, don't get the wrong
Yeah.
one.
But she
At
got
least this
something
one-
that's very meaningful to her.
Yeah,
and
that
was a good choice.
That's fine. That's fine.
And I would say, if you would like to be present for her next milestone, Dave, the Leafs are in Montreal this Saturday.
No, we're not doing that. We're not going. This is due to underwhelming demand. The dry January of podcasts, something that seems way longer than it actually is. That's
Dry January seems longer.
well, I would think. I don't know. I've never.
No, I've never tried it.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
January itself feels longer than it is. So
Oh yeah, especially with all this snow that we've been getting.
I'm
That's
just
true.
suggesting. Anyway.
Although I've never tried dry January, but I am trying a new winter activity. And you guys,
That wasn't bad, actually. I
Thank
thought you
you.
were going to say I'm trying high January, which is a completely different thing.
well, that's
but-
different.
okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying that necessarily.
Okay, I would like you to
No.
try that, but
Well,
okay.
maybe next year. Maybe
Yeah,
next year.
okay.
This January, I've got a new winter sport that I'm taking up, and I have not told you guys before now. Okay, 'cause
How
I
many
wanted
You know
to-
which
Oh,
one
wait a
it
minute.
isn't.
Would you
'cause-
like to guess?
We're already pretty much 2 weeks into January, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing you've already done this.
Not quite. I'm actually. It starts
All right. There
January
we go.
17th. It begins. There is a start date, so it's not just on me to do
Okay.
it. Right?
Okay, good.
Wow.
Do you
All
want to
right.
guess, or do you want me to just tell you what I'm
Well,
going
it's
to be
not
It's
doing?
skiing.
not
We know that for
skiing. We
sure.
know it's not skiing.
It's not. Well, no, it's not skiing. The skiing
Yeah.
was still my plan because we discussed that before.
Sure.
But this kind of came up, and it was I kind of was shamed
It's
into
not,
it.
It's not snowshoeing.
No,
No, it's not
No.
snowboarding.
I don't even think it
No.
involves. I don't think it involves skating.
it does
Is
involve
it-
skating.
Oh,
It does.
Yeah. Clue
Okay,
number
well, then
one.
you're definitely not doing it.
So there's a public skate on January
There's a public
17th.
skate on January. No, what I have been roped into is a learn to play women's hockey.
Okay, well, you're never doing that. You're not doing that ever.
Nice to be invited, though.
I am. I am. I
Are
am.
you coaching?
Not only am I doing it. No,
Oh, she's passing.
absolutely not coaching. Not only have I already signed up and paid, I have
No.
been completely outfitted with equipment
Really?
by my
Really?
ecstatic husband, who thinks this
wow.
is both hilarious and endearing that I am
Yeah.
taking up a new sport.
I don't know about endearing, but it's hilarious.
Well,
He
it is
is
hilarious
so
and endearing, but
excited.
it's not 50-50.
No.
So I was going to say no to this. This is not something.
I'm sorry, Forman. I think it's the dry January that's got to me.
There we go.
That just clicked in. Could be that I'm just getting too old, but that was funny. Thank you for that. It's not 50-50. You are
Yours
correct.
truly, the next time you talk to me, will be
Yes.
a hockey player.
How and what position are you planning to play?
I don't even. I can barely skate.
Name a position on
Right
a hockey team.
wing, center,
How about
goalie. No, I'm not the goalie. We do have a goalie. It's all women who are learning to play, and so it's all levels from those who can't skate, me, and at least
you
one
can't
other person.
skate, can you?
No, no.
At all.
I can skate. I can get out there.
So, like,
but I'm very slow and timid.
So do you have a hockey
But
stick?
I think yes, I've got a hockey stick from my neighbor. He's going to lend me his. And it's a good one.
Because you're
I was
going to need
don't
that.
give me your good hockey stick. He's like, no, it's not like you're going to break it.
Oh, he knows not
you're
to
going to
give
be
you the good
leaning
one.
on it. That's the only way you're standing up.
Yeah. I think I'll feel better once I'm out there and I have my equipment on. Because if I fall, I'm less likely to break my hip. Right?
Well, it depends on where you... I wouldn't worry about You're right. You don't want to fall on your hip, but it depends on what you fall on. I don't know whether you'll hurt yourself.
So, anyways, it ranges from...
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes, very.
Sort of that.
It ranges from people who don't know how to skate, but most of us have never played hockey. Some of the kids who play hockey.
So is this at your
in
local,
my town. This is
at
my
your
local arena.
They actually have an hour, or what is this? 2 hours?
We have an hour.
4 hours? An hour.
1 hour.
Set aside.
Yeah.
Set aside for
Weekly.
a group of women
We're
who have
doing 10
never
weeks.
played
Yes.
hockey.
Now,
How
some of
many
them have.
weeks? If you don't mind,
It's a lot.
I know. If you don't mind, I have so many questions.
I bet you do.
So I'm
That's
just
why
gonna
I
be-
saved telling you what it
Yes.
was till the actual. We're doing it.
Yes, this is a complete surprise to Forman and I.
I know. I
And
know.
a delightful surprise at that.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
how much did this
I was
cost?
$150 to sign up.
That's a bargain, I think.
And then
Wow,
I
yeah,
had to
that's
get
great.
I had to get all my equipment, which
Yeah, how
I'm
much did that
several
cost?
$100s in now.
Yes.
Just equipment.
Even with used and borrowed and
Yeah.
whatever, it's still that
Okay,
much.
all
Yeah.
right.
I needed a helmet. I needed everything but skates. Everything.
Uh-huh.
Including a Jill. I didn't even know that was a thing, but now I have one.
Well, do you want to get hit there?
No, but I didn't think anyone was going to lift
Again.
the puck that high at ours.
You're right. Again.
Yeah. Well, it's not just
True.
pucks; it's sticks, it's
Yeah.
Sure.
skates.
Skates.
That's true.
The butt end of a stick.
I
Yeah.
None
didn't
of that
even know
would be pleasant.
how. I don't know how to dress myself. I don't know how to put everything. I haven't put all of it
Wow.
on yet.
This
But
is
over Christmas, my husband was so gung ho about
far more
this.
entertaining than I thought
know.
it would be.
I know.
This is so entertaining.
Over
to-
Christmas, my husband was so gung ho about this. He was the one
He
that ordered
showed
all
you.
the equipment.
Yes,
And
of
he
course.
showed you how to get dressed.
Well, we haven't put it all on yet, but we will, and I will send you a picture.
I can't.
I know.
wait to see it. I can't
All the
wait
other
to see
girls,
it.
I'm in a group chat now, and all the other girls have shared
Do you-
photos of them dressed in all their equipment.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
well, I
because
need
we're
to
all-
see that. Now,
Yeah.
do you have just a regular just throw on jersey, or do
Yes.
you have a team jersey?
No, we just bought black jerseys, plain, but we have
yeah.
pink socks because it's a women's team. Need that. Some people have pink sticks, but the stick I'm borrowing is black and orange, so that's fine. I don't care. I bought the cheapest things that I could.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Except the neck
But-
guard. I got a bit of a higher one because the other ones weren't comfortable.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's important not to be cheap in certain areas. Neck guard would be one.
Yeah.
Jill would be another.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Helmet,
Just saying,
perhaps
just
a
saying,
third.
Just
Yeah.
saying,
We got a good helmet. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
I
CCM
wouldn't
or something.
really,
I don't
you
really
know,
know.
knee
Bauer,
pads
maybe.
knee pads not that big a deal.
Yeah, so I'm actually using Jeremy's old knee pads and elbow pads because he's got,
Okay.
which need to be washed because I don't know when they were used last. But I mean, I've got those. I got pants and, you know, and I even said to my mom and my sister, I'm like, I got to go find hockey pants. And my sister says, why do you need hockey pants? Just wear snow pants. I said, you can't.
No, you
can't
can't
just
do
wear
that.
snow
You
pants.
can't.
It's
No,
not.
you can't.
That's how little my family knows about how to even play
you
and
can't- you
dress
can't
for
do that.
hockey.
No.
Okay, so this is
You show
this
up
is
wearing
where I'm
snow
starting
pants.
from.
Everybody's like,
Yes.
this
No, and they
radio,
said you
I
need
mean,
full,
this-
but I got the helmet
yeah.
with the
They're
cage. So
pointing.
yeah, I got a full cage. I don't want to lose any teeth. That's not happening. So anyways, I said to Jeremy, I'm like, do you want to come to the first practice that we're going to have?
Oh,
It's
I'll
not
bet
really
he
a
does.
game.
I believe
Well,
every
only-
I
every
would be
single one
there.
of these women's husbands will
Yes,
be there, and,
they
and
want
a
to.
few cases of beer might
Of
tag along too.
course.
Well, we've told them all not to come. We said nobody
they're
can
coming.
come until
Oh.
at least week 3.
So
But
they
I do
can't come.
need someone to
Oh.
dress me and place me on the ice, I think. So Jeremy said no. So
Dad,
I think
need
one of the
someone
other
to tie my
girls,
skates.
he's
Wow,
like, you're
what
not
da-
going to
what-
be able to
what
put
day
your
of the week
skates
do you
on
do
after
this?
you get all your
This-
equipment on. I said, no,
this
how do I do
may-
that?
This may drag me to your town. I would do that for you. I
Would
do.
you?
Sure.
You would put on my equipment and place me on the ice there?
I don't know that I want to be in the dressing room with all the but I
all the girls?
I'd help get you on the ice, and then
tie my skates.
I
maybe?
would just enjoy the hell out of that.
Then cheers, David.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
All of the husbands want to come because they
no
all
kidding.
think it's hysterical that we're even trying. Now, this was brought up to me before Christmas, and then I said, no, I don't think so. I'm really not the person who should be doing that. And then we were all at a Christmas party, and somebody there said, you're going to join, right? Because we're all going to join. And I'm like, no. They're like, no, you should. Anyway, I had my arm twisted enough that I agreed to do it. Now, I think
this is the best. Yeah.
this
really is the best.
Truly not really looking forward to it. I'm not like excited about it. I know I'm very bad at sports. I am not athletic, but I am at the age now, and I have had so many humiliating experiences with sports that I have just accepted that I'm bad. And so now I'm just like, I don't care that I'm bad, and I'm just going to try. And I feel like I'm 41 and I'm showing my kids you're never too old to try something new.
Absolutely. No,
and showing myself you're never too
agree.
old to try something new. And I think that that's it's just important to try and learn. If I like it or don't, I may not do it next year, but I'm going to do it this year and see how it goes.
That's all well and good. I agree with you 100%. That's great. It's a wonderful lesson for your girls to learn.
Yeah.
But how long before there's a game? Because we're coming.
I don't think we're having games. I don't think we're having games.
Forman, do you not want to go?
Well, don't they need someone to do? Don't
I
they
will
need a couple of
pick you
professional?
up, we will go.
You need some professional broadcasters, perhaps, to provide play-by-play,
play-by-play
commentary.
I don't think it'll be that fast.
Some music.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
No,
Absolutely.
Please don't come. I don't want you there. I don't want my husband there, or you two especially.
He's coming.
No.
I know.
So it's
I know where you live.
I know. It's Fridays at 9 p.m. is when we're
thank you.
doing
Now
it.
I'm coming.
But then there's a few Saturdays thrown in there, so we're not there every Friday.
Okay.
Because it was hard to get ice time, I guess. So it's kind of a random schedule. So we told husbands nobody can come till week 3, which I still think is very premature. But on week 2, we're having someone come and teach us power skating.
Good.
Whatever that is. I just need someone to teach me regular skating.
You will need to learn power standing before you'll need power skating.
I can go around once and my feet hurt and I have to take a break. So I don't know how I'm going to do a whole 90
I know that you and all these women
are
are learning to play hockey, but how many other women on this team will also, like you, be learning to simply skate?
Some of them, yes, because there's at least one other woman who said, I can't stop. And I said, neither can I. I just run into the boards with my hands. So there's a few of us. It's not going to be, it's not graceful or elegant. We don't know what we're doing. There's a few people who have signed up, and I resent this a little bit, who have played before. Which I think is complete bullshit, because you should be not
learn to play if you've already played.
Exactly. If you played when you were a kid, get the fuck out. Go play on a league.
You've never played hockey. You've never played hockey, Rachel.
Skated.
That's how it works.
Yes. I haven't played, but there
are going to be people that are better at it than you.
Everybody will be better than me, which is fine. That's my whole life. Everyone's better than me.
Well,
that's fine.
She's
I'm fine with that.
She's 6'5", 250 pounds, and playing against you. All time.
Always. This is going to make my winter. Thank you, Rachel.
Well, I'll have an update next week on how
I'll meet you there Friday night, Dave. I'll bring a 6-pack, a Bluetooth speaker, and yakety sax.
All right.
What are yakety sax?
Yakety sax.
Oh, God. That's what it'll be like.
This is due to underwhelming demand, the podcast that's like snow squalls in January. You know, something you probably don't want or need, but you're going to get anyway. That's pretty much us.
Give it to you.
Yeah, here it is.
Too bad.
You're stuck with it.
Yeah.
Well, I am stuck with a daughter who has a milestone of a gift given to her at Christmas.
Oh, another milestone for a daughter. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave's 18-year-old. What's
I
up
am
with
intrigued.
Harley now?
I am intrigued.
Yeah, she's 11, so in grade 6. In year 2025, she is turning 12.
Right.
When you're 12, there's more responsibilities. You can be home alone sometimes.
Yes.
You're looking at babysitting for other children.
Yes.
There's a hell of a lot of swim practices at the Canada Game Centre in the north end of London, which is very far from St. Thomas.
Yes.
We're not always with her.
Oh.
There's trips you can go between our house and Grandma and Grandpa's house, which is relatively close. But what if something happens in between?
Right.
Right.
All of this to say, can you guess what gift that Harley got this year?
You did. You broke down, didn't you?
Yeah, she's got a phone.
You got her a phone.
Oh,
It's a
Forman,
slippery slope, isn't it?
You caved. You got
It's
her
an
a
old
phone.
phone. We're not those parents who got the kid the new phone and we kept
Oh, God,
the old
no.
phones.
No, don't do
No.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
No,
People do it. Yeah, no.
I
Yeah.
don't.
do that.
You know what?
No.
My kids have a phone too that they share, and it doesn't
Right.
leave the house unless they are going around town.
This phone does not have data. That
Right.
is not a part of its plan whatsoever. It's talk and text. It's like less than $20 a month is like the plan.
Yeah.
Right. Sure.
She can connect to our Wi-Fi.
Uh-huh.
But Google makes it very easy to set up a family plan, and I'm listed as the family manager, which Ashley does not appreciate me getting that title in her Google family tree.
Not when she already knows that she's the family manager.
Is the actual family
Exact.
manager.
She is the family manager.
Right. Yes, of course.
Not according to Google. Harley, but you can set up a child, and there's strict limitations of what they can and cannot do. And they need permission for everything. You can't download anything. You can't go anywhere unless you get permission first. So,
Is this an Android phone?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Ashley's old Samsung S9,
Okay, so it's
which
run
is
by
not
Google.
that
so that's
old
how
of a phone. It's a
No.
It's got a curved.
I
I
know.
forgot about it. It's got a nice curved screen and some extra features because of that. I forgot.
So
That
is
was a
this
nice
wrapped
phone.
up and under the tree and a
Yes.
surprise?
Yes. But we
Oh.
had already got in and got it all set up and done, and it was ready
Sure.
to go. So she
So
could
when-
open it, and it was working.
Yeah. So
Right.
when she opened it, how was that moment?
Yeah.
Like her head exploded. And she'd been working to like it's really the only
Good.
thing she really asked for, right?
Okay.
Right.
All right.
It's her only real true ask.
Okay.
So he's here.
So you got a
She's-
phone. So
and-
in the last couple of weeks, has she how has it been with her? Is she being responsible with it?
Yes. And
Okay.
I would say for all, and even myself included, and all this lead up and how, I don't know, you shouldn't get the kids a phone and whatever. Oh, that's bad. It's too early. They're too young.
Yeah.
So far, it's great.
Okay.
Really?
Because
Wow.
when your child has a phone, you can treat her as your personal secretary.
Well, how does that work?
Hey,
my
Harley,
God.
can you text Grandma and tell her blah, 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 blah? Harley, why don't you... Granny would really love to talk to you. Why don't you go call Granny, please?
Hey, Dad.
Harley, can you...
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
No, Harley. Granny probably wants to talk
Do
to
you text her from the basement and say, "Can you bring me a beer?"
Oh no, we do that. We do that all the
Yeah.
time.
I haven't got there yet.
Supper.
But all
dinner.
she has so many text conversations on the go, and it's all with my sisters, my brother-in-laws, the Ashley sister, my aunt and uncle. She's calling in Halifax.
Oh, good.
She's all over. It's all family, except
Yes.
for like 1.5 friends have a phone that
half?
she knows.
1.5?
Because one is like yours that has to share it with her siblings, but she's got like
Right.
4 siblings. So sometimes she's texting to said friend's brother occasionally, but otherwise
Well, that's
she doesn't
good.
have that many friends with phones. So
I know,
it's all
like, not-
family,
yeah.
which is all great for them and it's great for her.
Yes, it's true. Ours is the same in that the only people my kids can text are family, and they don't know how to add anybody else. Like they haven't figured that out,
Yeah.
how to add another person to message, right? Which is fine. But so they got the phone, and Julia was into it because she's the same age as Harley. She's 11. And she was into it for a while, and she'll take it if she's like going out, around the block to her friend's house or whatever. But then often they just leave it at home now. They don't care. They can't take it to school. They're not allowed to take it to school.
It's not going to school. No.
If she's on a sleepover or something, she could take it. But schools don't even let them have the phones now anyway, which I think is good. So they don't. It's kind of lost its luster, to be honest. And they're mostly still on their iPads.
That's what I'm hoping
Which is
for.
also
On their
only at home.
iPads? They have iPads?
Yeah, they each have an iPad. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, my girls have tablets.
Yeah.
They're not good ones.
No, they're old.
What are
but
we
they have
talking
them.
about here? What is
Well,
that's
it's
what
for watching
Come
Netflix
on.
and Disney.
Yeah, they don't watch the TV. They watch their iPads. Yeah. And they're
No
not allowed to have
wonder they-
YouTube on there. They have to watch regular
I can't
YouTube on
figure
the
out why they don't
TV.
care about. I can't figure out why they don't care about their phone.
Yeah, because they have iPads. I know. But you can't call someone on an iPad when they're at the park.
No.
Yeah.
And Harley's got like a 30-something day streak going on Duolingo trying to learn Spanish. So
Wow. Good
that's
for
what
her.
she does with her time on her screens.
Wow. I wish my kids would do something smart and not watch
I'm
family
not,
YouTube
I have an
vloggers.
iPad and I'm not doing that. No.
No. I should start doing Duolingo.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman, sponsored, brought to you by Calves for a Cause, coming up April 2nd, correct, Forman? April 2nd?
Yeah, at the Canadian Dairy Expo in Stratford. So if you have a calf you would like to put on offer, all proceeds, 100% of the commissions go to the Children's Health Foundation. And if you're looking to purchase a new calf, these are the ones you want to buy because your money helps out children's health.
It's great. This is great. This is a great program.
It really is.
They've sponsored the podcast for the last couple of years, and we appreciate their support.
Yeah.
If you would like to sponsor this podcast, could we ever? We'd love to hear from you.
Sure.
Because that would keep the podcast going. You can find out details on our website, which is underwhelming.ca.
Yeah.
There's a sponsorship tab at the top. You can check that out there. You can email us, daverachelforman@gmail.com. We actually got an email from Sue Ann about our sponsorship page on the website, who told me that the grammar was wrong, so I will fix that. Thank you, Sue Ann.
Oh, Suanne, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Grammar
Okay,
police.
good.
I love it. I love it.
I will go in
I
and
love
fix that. So you can,
Okay.
we have lots of sponsor room right now, which is great.
Or you can contact us. Don't forget, daverachelforman@gmail.com. Or any of the social medias. We're everywhere. And you could always buy us a coffee. That's easy to do,
You
too.
can.
That's through underwhelming.ca. You can leave us a voice message. That's through underwhelming.ca as well. Or comment on anything. There's several comments that we've gotten over the last few weeks.
Oh, yeah?
Like Dave and Elmer says, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to the three of
that's
you
nice.
and all your families.
Oh,
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year, Dave.
Keep the laughs and all the crazy stories about your lives coming.
Yeah.
That we
Well,
can
I'll
all
let you know
relate to
how
in
hockey
2025.
goes next
Yeah, we
week and
can't
all
wait.
my thoughts
Yes.
about the Maple Leafs along with it.
Graham says, have a great holiday season and continued success in 2025. Thanks,
Thank you,
Graham.
Graham.
That's Graham. That's very
warm
nice.
regards, Graham.
Warm
Warm
regards. I don't know
regards.
what you're. I don't.
Best wishes.
I don't know what success.
Graham's been
we're
listening
having
to
with-
us forever. Thank you, Graham.
Yeah. Thank you, Graham.
Warm regards.
Somebody named Kathy Gordon wrote Merry Christmas and may your turkey be fully cooked.
Oh, is that the same Kathy Gordon who might have cooked a chicken breast in a microwave and served it to Forman? Forman?
Might be.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Kathy. Happy New
Julie
Year.
had written, I miss you guys already, but everyone deserves a break. Enjoy and hope all of you had a great holiday.
Oh,
Oh, we
thanks.
did. Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Sarah Fitzgerald wrote, Sarah Fitzgerald, Merry Christmas, Forman. We miss you down here. Merry Christmas, Rachel and Dave as well. Can you guess where down here is?
Yeah, I know where down here is.
It's the place we call out there.
I know.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why they say down east. Why do they say that?
I don't know because it's not really down.
It's
more
not
up.
down. It's over.
It's kind of. It's
And
kind
kind
of
of
up and
up.
over. It's
yeah,
up
it
and
is
over.
kind of up.
Now,
It's up from
little
London.
bit.
Forman, right now, Forman's down there in St. Thomas. Like,
Right.
that's down there.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm down here.
St. Thomas
Yeah.
is down there. Yeah.
Sarah,
Like, we
Sarah,
are more south than them. Do they know that? Yeah.
I don't know.
We are the
I don't know if
southernmost
they know.
point of Canada.
Are we? Okay.
Well, we're in the area,
well,
yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the in the area.
Like, it's about an hour from us. They're more north than we are. Anyway,
Well,
I'm just saying.
okay.
Sarah
I don't
tolerated
get it.
a lot of me in Halifax, and she
Okay.
even put up with us making a theme song for her
A
because her
theme
last name is
song?
Fitzgerald. Yeah. So
Oh,
if she
because
would
the
call,
Edmund Fitzgerald?
It's a call from Sarah Fitzgerald.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
That's the best.
I wish I was on the
Love
show
that.
when you did that. That's so funny.
I love that.
I love
the
that. Okay.
Yeah. Mount Elgin Katie is what I would like to refer to Katie as now.
Yes.
Katie from Mount Elgin. When you mentioned, Dave, in your headlines before Christmas
Yes.
about a funeral home getting a liquor license.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, she says, not headline worthy. I've been to funerals in Woodstock with liquor served.
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
I've been
when a
to funerals
relative.
in Woodstock and nobody served me liquor.
No, she
Have
said
you?
when a relative passed away, we were offered a choice of 3 of their favorite drinks when we entered the funeral home.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, wow. Well, that's neat.
I like
don't
that.
know. I don't know what the license. This was that was an
It's
American
like a
headline, which
signature
I
drink at your wedding. You can have a signature drink at your funeral. Perfect.
She quite literally sent us the bill of the funeral home so we could see.
Wow, that's
Okay.
amazing.
Don't
Look,
tell us the price.
it's no surprise that people have a drink when someone dies. I mean,
Yes.
either as a
Should.
salute or as a whew.
Yeah.
Am I ever glad he's gone?
So what happens when you purchase the Tribute Lounge with bar and attendant with smart serve qualification up to 2
Oh.
hours?
Cool.
All right. Well, I didn't know that was available here.
I like that.
None of us knew that, so thank you for pointing that
Okay.
out. I didn't know that.
Yeah, thanks, Katie.
Something to think about integrating into your own, maybe. I don't know.
I'm not integrating anything into my own funeral.
Okay.
'Cause I
Well,
won't
let
be
everybody
there.
else figure it out.
I
Okay.
will
You're
not
not
be
there. You don't care.
I don't
That's
care.
true. That's
I
true.
don't
Not there. Don't care.
Yeah.
Not there.
Do
Don't
whatever
care.
you want.
Yeah. Have fun.
And Ainsley sent a message to me saying that, Forman, my husband goes to Angry Bear Barbershop in St. Thomas. Because I was talking about my troubles getting my hair cut.
Sure.
Right.
Yes.
Christmas.
Yes.
I hope this isn't the place that you had issues with. But if not, I highly recommend checking them out. My husband has been going there and their old shop for 6+ years now. And we take our sons there. If you go, book with Scotty, the owner, or Toby.
Okay.
Angry Bear.
Angry
that
Bear.
wasn't where you were going.
Shout out.
No.
Okay.
But
Angry
it,
Bear.
Alright.
but it might be now.
Okay. All
I
right.
think it will be.
Okay. We were talking about Christmas gifts that Dave's friend bought for his wife. The bidet was one a while ago, right?
The
And
low flow bidet.
The low flow.
Oh,
no,
the low flow
no, the
toilet.
toilet.
That was a low flow
Yeah,
toilet.
I said it
cottage,
should be
yeah.
the next one. What did she get this year, by the way?
I told you we went to the play. He did
Oh,
a
that
good-
was
yeah,
okay.
he did
That's a
great
good
job.
gift, yeah.
Although I didn't
Anyway.
ask him what other things he gave her, and I don't
Was there a
wanna-
bidet?
I,
There should be.
I don't
Just to
want
round
know.
out the bathroom
I don't-
accessories.
I'm sure he'll tell me now after he hears this.
Got her
but I don't
scale,
know.
right? Anyway, so Bonnie.
A low flow Neil Diamond.
Okay, so Bonnie sent us an email about bad gifting. She says, you were talking about bad gifts. It reminded me of a story my partner told me about his parents. His dad consulted him on getting his mom a scale for Christmas, a bathroom scale. He warned his dad not to, but he did anyway. His mom threw the scale out of the house when she opened it. So that was not, that mom didn't appreciate
That's
getting
not
a scale.
That's not a Merry Christmas.
Not
is
a Merry Christmas, yeah. So if
No,
you're going to get someone a scale, you'd better really know them quite well, I think.
Well,
Make sure you know that they really want and would appreciate your scale.
it? Okay.
All right, Deb
Thanks, Rach.
wrote
do you
us.
guys remember? Do you remember one Christmas we were talking about this on the radio years ago, and it was like, I think her name was Barb. And
Oh,
she
he
calls
got her
in to
a-
say,
Yes!
The
I got
sprayer.
the backpack sprayer,
The backpack sprayer.
a pesticide sprayer.
A pesticide sprayer.
She's like, oh yeah, my husband's all excited. He's put it, try it on, see if it
Oh
fits.
my God, I remember that. And what did she say? They were still married, though. Like, it was still, she just laughs about it.
Because the next year she called back and said, "Oh, I'm backpack sprayer Barb."
Right.
Guess what? And he got her a stick shift sports car, and she doesn't know how to drive manual.
Yeah, that's right.
You really do have to. It's
We have the best
important-
listeners. They
Look,
are so funny.
This is
Anyway.
it's important to read the room. You really do
Yes.
need to read the room before,
Don't ever buy your wife a backpack sprayer. I can guarantee that she does not want that either at all, but certainly not as a gift.
I don't.
That's something you go out on a Saturday and you pick up at Canadian Tire because you need it.
I
You
wouldn't
don't
go
give
all-
that as a gift.
Don't go all in on that, Rachel. 'Cause
I am.
somewhere,
I'm
somebody,
I would double down on that.
somebody wants it back.
Okay, if you a woman would like a backpack sprayer from your husband for Christmas, you let me know. If that's something that you would really love to get, I would like to hear from you.
Okay.
I want to talk to Barb and see what she's gotten since.
Valentine's Day is coming.
I think we're
Valentine's
done.
Day is coming.
I think we're done.
All right.